Because of the problems we're confronted with as a country, you could hear voices from the different regions for secessioning, agitations. You hear them from the southeast, it's coming from the southwest now. What do you have to say to that? Should we divide as we have right now?
I think my first comment would be something I've been asking myself for weeks now. Some of my friends who are close to me have heard me, think it out, which is that I've been asking for some time now that is it not madness to be nationalist? I tell myself, I say, Segun, is it not madness for you to be nationalistic when everybody is parochial and tribal? The vast majority of our people have fallen back to their tribal lines. So why are you still nationalistic? You are every inch a Yoruba man. You even have the tribal marks to show for it. And that's what I'm going to start with as the foundation to answering or providing some thoughts on this break up the country or not break up the country. If Yorubas know their duty on this planet, and if they study enough to know that the ghost DNA, that unexplained DNA of where everything comes from, is the Yoruba DNA. Did you hear me right? All humans can be traced and separated via DNA. The DNA connects, and the dating of the DNA can give you an idea of how this one came, and this one came, and this one came, and this one came, up till everybody that is here now. But there is one DNA, one small percentage, that is called the ghost DNA. That's probably the way it all started from. There's no guesswork anymore. It's the Yoruba DNA because that's what science has found. It therefore means that the Yorubas must know that they do not have the privilege that others have in wanting to push people away. Because at the finest baseline of humanity are these people via what you can find in DNA. So I will always say to them, you cannot be the mother DNA and hurriedly be interested in severe relationship with your children. Your duty is to inspire them, even the weakest of them, to be better. If you created a Yoruba country, so that I don't offend other people's sensibilities, even though I can go to them too, but I just want to stay with my race. And other people too can put their race in the same perspective. If we had a Yoruba nation, let's just jump to the end of the argument. Oh, we are here now. We have a Yoruba nation. Question number one. Where do we draw the line of who is Yoruba and who is not? Don't forget, if you start traveling from the beach, from the Atlantic Ocean, you are going inward. You will be seeing the mingling and the diluting of the Yoruba-ness. You'll be seeing it, you'll be seeing it, you'll be seeing it all the way. Is your very distant cousin still a member of your family? Now, if you want to worry yourself that it's only the children of this one woman that is the member of your family, do you want to tell me that you have the heart to watch your half-brothers bleed to death? Or what exactly are you chasing? Now, for a people who are mostly in large numbers in diaspora communities, being accommodated within the rules and regulations of those communities and excelling there, shall we be the people who feel intolerant to others? If our issue is crime and the criminality that they do here, have you ever heard of a country that criminals don't come into? So if we had our Yoruba country, our having a Yoruba country is what will not prevent criminals. It's not possible. Even our Yorubaness that touches the border to Benin Republic and co, we see for ourselves that even our cousins and our friends and our brothers there are the champions of the smuggling and the smuggling rule. Let's call it spade a spade. So what makes you think you can ever keep people out of any space they desire to go? For a people who can cross the Atlantic Ocean and even some of them die in the ocean just to get to Spain, have you not learned that humanity flows in the direction of where they think there's ease and comfort? So what do other countries do? They work on their internal laws. They work on their policing structure. They work on their attitude and the acceptable behavior within their space. They work on the things that makes it, if impossible for you to get there and start doing rubbish. If you brought the most cantankerous, most unruly fellow that you can find in any part of Africa, and you brought him to the White House, he will behave, even as a guest. If he is a thief, it will not feel the urge to start to steal things unless it's a really big, despicable, destroyed soul. If you create a system that can accommodate the kinds of challenges and solutions you have. As for me, I have asked even one more important or interesting question for those who want us to have our own country. Shall we, remembering the work of Jeremiah Obafemi Awolowo, be confident that we can replicate it when the successors of Awolowo could not even maintain what exists? Now look around. Show me the Awolowo in our midst that is giving us the courage to think that having a country of our own is a very fantastic and noble cause. So that we are so arrogant. We are so arrogant. My people are so arrogant as to think that they are better than anybody. If Dubai can be created by non-Yorubas, what makes you think that the people you despise cannot create Dubai from their area? And if I know you, my Yoruba brothers and sisters, you will still be the one running there to go and say they should give you space to enjoy and live there. They don't even move to your area as much as you move all over the world. Look, national problem is a national problem. Our issues are the same. If you gather the Yoruba poor, you gather the Igbo poor, no, remove the, there's no Igbo poor. You gather the Hausa poor, the Biron poor and all that, our issues are the same. Why did I remove the Igbos? Oh, what a race. What a race. Nigeria has not allowed its arrogance to study the Igbos enough for us to all say, yes, I am Indigo, because of the things we see them do. Their social economic model that they are running is better than anything Canadian has ever thought about. and your professors are here, wasting man hours to prove themselves justified as PhD holder in some archaic Keynesian theory that is not even working for the Keynesians themselves, when they have not even studied the apprenticeship model of the Igbos. Look, my sister, I am afraid of a country that does not include all of us. I'm afraid of what a country, the set of countries that we have that does not include all. I'm afraid of what it will look like. I'm very scared. Imagine that you have 6 governors in the Southwest now. Show me the one that can be president of the Southwest among them. And show me the super tribe that can constantly be leading them among them. You are going to replicate the madness in the present Nigeria, even in those your small countries you are trying to create. Maybe my stock, the Egbas, will now be the ones that people will start hating the way you hate the Hausa Fulanis today. You will come and say, it's the Egba man that is president all the time of Yoruba. Are you people for real? You are not even your leader. Oh God, I could cry. You are not even reading you don't even know your own history. Most of you don't. And the few of them that know it are abusing it to use it as a tool of manipulation. The Yorubas are not easy to lead. We had almost 100 years interceding Yoruba war. There were no British man here. There was no Hausa man in your area. It was just you and you. The Jebus and the Jesha, the Jeshas and the Ibadan and the Egbas and the Ife. That's who our ancestors were. They went to war every day. You know what happened? Their lives were very short. It was very brutish. Their women suffered a lot. Polygamy was encouraged that they can be producing more children that they can kill in the next 10, 20 years. You Yoruba people, including me, you have never had a better and a longer period of peace and prosperity than when you've been in Nigeria. The economic resource and investment of this country has been put in your area. Do you think if you don't have a thriving economy, you will have Okada riders from the north coming here to ride Okada? Are they coming? Is everybody that is riding Okada not providing the service? Are they carrying you for free? Are you not paying for their services? If we have a problem with a set of criminals, let us situate it that we have a criminal problem. What kind of people have become the children of our Awolowo? It's like saying there's a global pandemic. Lucky for us, we even experienced it. And then some idiots sit down somewhere and say, we are relocating to Mars so that we will be immune alone from the mess that is touching humanity. Jesus. We are allowing people who do not even mean well, who cannot distill the conversation properly, who does not even have the consciousness to know what they are even talking about, non-state actors, to run the poor of the people in all sorts of funny direction. Now, please, the danger there is that was how some people started. Some governor in this country, during the Obasanjo's regime, woke up one morning, and he fancied the idea of saying that in this country that is secular, he was going to start implementing an Islamic jurisdiction and code in the country. That was what he meant to do. Maybe he even meant well. Maybe he meant it as a system to inspire people to godliness, holiness, and all of the ideals of the Mohammedans. What did we get in return? In return, we got Boko Haram, and now you people are happy. So we to get into your bedrooms and cry yourself a bucket of water. You are happy that non-state actors are jumping from state to state, driving the process of things that are beyond their capacity. And anybody who there has an alternative point of view is, do you like Yoruba more than me? You talk. Which Yoruba do you like? Do you know the Yoruba? Do you know what others have done for this race silently? Those of us who are asking caution, 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 we are not asking for caution because we like the mess. No. We are asking for caution because we want us all to discuss it very well and let us convince ourselves that we're taking the decision together. Not jandukus, like we call them, running the streets. And the government at the national has irresponsibly left his duty post. Wake me Abacha from the grave. Each of these things he would have nipped it in the bud. Because he said, and I'm quoting what he said, if insurgency lasts for more than 24 to 72 hours, the government at the center is culpable with the dark glasses. May your soul rest in peace. In 72 hours, he would have insisted that certain behavior cannot be voiced in the country. You can think your thought anyhow you like to think your thought, but you can never be given the platform of the nation of Nigeria that is under law to begin to do nonsense. But you know what? The handlers of the country today brought it on us all by their nepotism. That was why I started by asking myself, Segun Showunmi, is it not insanity to be nationalistic when everybody is parochial? But I tell you, I don't see great hope in what's going on. That does not mean I fear that Yorubas cannot be Switzerland or some of these countries we love. I know we can do it. We can. It's ingrained in our souls. We can write our own laws. We can create our own. We can make it that way. I'm just pleading with my brothers and sisters, my fathers. Back Nigeria like a child. Strap it to your back. String it in with the apron. And let us march together into a glorious land. The madness of today must not define us, cannot define us, will not define us if we don't let it. When we do to your tent to Israel, have you seen how the Palestinians and the Israelis are still throwing bombs at themselves every day? Is that what you want? That we sit in a country, we call it the Yoruba nation, and then every day our neighbors all in the bit would come and take what we are able to ingeniously create. If we can, we'll be in perpetual war. What for? Has this country never been great? Is this country not even great at the moment? The other day, one of the clubs in England won. Is it the FA Cup they won? And I saw Iheanacho. He was dancing in the locker room. He's a Nigerian. He's an Igbo boy of Nigeria. He's a Nigerian. He was dancing in the locker room. And I saw his friends, who are his colleagues. I saw them looking at him. Some of them were even joining in the dance. He was singing one of our very popular songs.
With our flag.
With our flag. I will kill any insurgency if I had the power. Immediately, without regret. The Nigerian spirit and the nationalistic tendency grew so big. I almost started crying. That this is what I know this country can do. Why do we want to throw it all away? Do you know how proud I am that I am a citizen of Nigeria in this generation, alive, watching Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, a woman for that matter, because of all the gender biases, sit on top of one very important organization in the world, which was created to ensure that mankind does not go to war again because of trade. And everybody listens to Madam Director General of the World Trade Organization, a Nigerian. You want me to throw all that away so that people can start tomorrow morning saying that somebody is Jewa, another one is Egba, one is Sowu, one is... You people are jokers. They've lost the ability to halt the horse that is galloping. And because we see that they are beginning to have it hard, some of us have also taken it upon ourselves to begin to stand and say, gentlemen, please, I beg you, hold yourselves accountable at your local governments first, so that we can know you can run local governments. Hold yourself accountable at the level of your governors next, so we can know you can run government. Let us see the level of integration and collaboration you can do with yourself within the southwestern region. For people who say they want to do Amoteco and who cannot fly into the implementation across the whole southwest, these are the ones. These are the ones. The men who their leaders are sitting in Bodilon, sending garrulous, quarrelsome people, let me just spare them their names, to be the alter ego of society. Yoruba, do you know who we are? If I cannot see the people that can inspire us among them, why should we allow ourselves to be led by the nose to this sort of people that we see now? When was the last time we did well in education, peer review? When was the last time any Yoruba nation came first? Is the Hausa Fulani disturbing us from doing well in WAEC, in NECO, in JAMB, in maths, in science? Are they the ones disturbing us? When was the last time we put any real investment in the curriculum improvement and the delivery of knowledge and the tools of trade to our schools and teachers? Is the Hausa Fulani the one disturbing you? Or is the Fulani headman disturbing you from there? When was the last time you even put in place a sustainable environmental planning protocols that doesn't allow you to be growing slums at the fringes of every big city? Oh, it's the Hausa Fulani that is disturbing you. It's the House S-men that is not allowing you to do proper planning. When was the last time you saw any progressive movement in terms of interstate transportation or within the state or intrastate transportation that has a linkage that can make you proud? Oh, it's the Hausa Fulani that is disturbing you. It's the Fulani has made you. My friend, my friends, we have all sinned and fall short of the glory of God. And we must slowly, gradually, and deliberately retrace our steps so that that which our forebears fought for terribly can happen. You are not even sending inspiring representative to the Senate and the House of Reps. You people are the ones now having the temerity to be saying you think you can build El Dorado in one Yoruba nation. When was the last time anybody of Southwestern extraction inspired you on the floor of the Senate consistently over time? Not just brawling and shouting and saying the A have it, the nay have it. We cannot hope that our Redeemer, our redemption is in having a country of our own without worrying about the underpinnings of how much of our spirit and our soul and our culture have we decayed. Thank you.